Hey everyone, how you all doing today? And welcome back to another meta guide. So tomorrow the Spring Cup begins, and it's going to be Water, Grass, and Fairy types. Those are going to be eligible, and Jumpluff, Rose Raid, and Toxapex are banned. So yes, it's going to be an interesting meta. We've had the Spring Cup before, but of course the Spring Cup is different now because we have new Pokemon, different move changes and everything since we've last had the Spring Cup a year ago. But yeah, a lot has been going on lately. As you know, I haven't been uploading, I haven't been streaming. My mom is really sick, and she has about a couple months left, and she's home. I'm pretty much with her 24/7, helping her and everything, take care of her, and it's the hardest thing I have ever experienced. I mean, seeing her like that is just absolutely devastating. So, yeah, I mean, it's just very, very rough. It's just very difficult. I can't even. But doing the best I can. I have some time right now, so I am recording a meta guide. It's going to be in the Spring Cup. Let's just go ahead and dive right into it and see what we got going on for us. So for the S rank, we do have Galarian Weezing. Yeah, this is going to be number one. It's going to be one of the best Pokemon for sure. Galarian Weezing, the Shadow version of Galarian Weezing, going to be really good, of course. Then we have Ferrothorn, another great Grass type. The thing I like about Ferrothorn is it's not weak to the ice attacks that you might battle, and we do have ice types in this meta. It takes neutral from them, but it's not weak to them. It also has super effective steel type attacks towards the ice types, so that's why I like Ferrothorn. Lapras, of course, was boosted. Lapras is great with Sparkling Area, right, and Psywave. And you can go Ice Beam, you can go Skull Bash. You probably want Ice Beam in this meta because of all the grass types. But yeah, I mean, really, really great Pokemon. Love the addition to Lapras this season. Then we have Tentacruel. Tentacruel is, I think, going to be pretty good in this meta because there's so many grass types. It takes neutral from grass attacks and has super effective damage. You could run the Shadow version. If you do, you definitely, I feel like you want Acid Spray in the Shadow version. The regular one could run Sludge Wave. And then we have Abomasnow. Abomasnow, with the Icy Wind, does debuff your opponent. Really cool stuff. Then we have Klefki. Klefki has Astonish. Astonish, of course, is really strong. So I think Klefki can make a name for itself, especially since it resists, the Ice type attacks, resists the Grass type attacks that are going to be common with all of these Pokemon. I think Klefki could be really good. Venusaur, another good one, I think. So I think Venusaur could be interesting. It has Sludge Bomb, so it is doing super effective damage towards opposing grass type Pokemon, which is good. Of course, it's good against the water types as well. And then we have Credilli. Credilli has been great this season. I love using it. I've used it a lot. Whenever I use Credilli, I seem to do really well. Credilli, I think it's a great safe swap. I think it's a great lead. It's just a great Pokemon with the Rock Tomb, the guaranteed debuff. The A rank we have Empoleon. Now, PvPoke recommends Metal Claw because I guess Steel Wing was nerfed at one point. So Metal Claw in this could be pretty interesting. I think it's going to be pretty good as well. Because I think it's a good typing, right? It's not weak to grass. It's going to do well against ice types. It resists ice types. So, going to do generally well against Galarian Weezing. Then we have Leafani. Leafani with Shadow Claw. And what is it? X is a Leaf Blade as well. I haven't used Leafani a lot. So, yeah, I think this is going to be another pretty fun one. It is frail, but it does do a lot of damage. It hits like a truck. Then we have Arachnoid. Arachnoid, really, really bulky. And another one that I think has a good typing. It's not weak to grass, right? It's a bug type. It has super effective damage towards ice types, so going to be pretty good in this meta. Then we have Galiciopod, which I think is a great safe swap. Mantine, which was nerfed before, but I do think Mantine could have some play in this meta. It is pretty bulky. Not really, worried about electric types, right? And, going to be doing well against the ice types, against the grass types. I think Mantine has a lot of play. Qwilfish. I think Qwilfish could be a great safe swap in this meta. Mawile with Fire Fang could be really good because think about it, right? Another Pokemon is great typing. You're going to do well against the ice and grass types. And the water ice types like Lapras or even Dugong or Walrein going to do okay against because you're doing neutral damage. And you have Power Punch to boost the Fire Fang damage. I would recommend the Shadow version. And then we have Walrein. Wolverine could be another interesting, good pick in this meta. B rank, we do have some grass types. We have Tropius, we have Trevenant Superior. Some ones that could be okay in this meta. Could be pretty decent grass type Pokemon. They just have to avoid some, like the ice types, of course. But Tropius is going to do well against other grass types, which is going to be pretty fun. Victreebel, of course, with the Razor Leaf damage. Super oppressive. And then we have Ninetales, the Alolan version of Ninetales. PvPoke recommends Powder Snow. Yeah, you can go Powder Snow if you want to. Charm is an option as well, but Powder Snow works. There's a lot of things that resist Charm in this meta, so something to keep in mind. Decidueye is pretty good with Astonish, and then of course we have Dugong. Moving on to the other options, we have Ivysaur. If you want to consider Ivysaur, we have Hisuian Electrode, Togetic, Lurantis. Pumpkaboo is one I kind of wanted to talk about because Pumpkaboo, PvPoke recommends a supersized one, probably better stats. I'm not really sure, honestly, but it has Astonish, and yeah, I think it's could be pretty well. It does have to be XL, so something to keep in mind. Check yours to see if you have a good one, to see if you have the XLs, to see if it's worth it. But of course, we have other Astonish uses. If you want to go double Astonish, you could go the Decidueye, Klefki, but you could also have this one as well, the Pumpkaboo. And then we have Cacturn with the Sucker Punch, pretty powerful. I don't think it's going to be too common. Same with Carbink. Carbink is weak to a lot in this meta. It also does well to some things in the meta, but like the grass types are going to really keep Carbink at bay, I feel like. But again, you do so well against some Pokemon. Obviously, like the ice types, right? So you might see Carbink. And then we have Jellicent, another Pokemon but not really going to appreciate grass types, but the Hex does get to the moves fast. Shadow Ball is a great move. Chestnut, Dartrix, Goygeist, some other Pokemon. Goygeist has Hex, so you can get to the moves pretty fast. Then we have Pelipper. Moving on to the solid team options. Okay, so for the first team, we do have the double Astonish team. I put the Decidueye and Pumpkaboo Supersize on it. If you don't have the Pumpkaboo, I think the Klefki would work just fine. Tentacruel in the lead. The back line, obviously, if you're running this team, well, there's no fire types. I mean, unless you run into an overheat Weezing, which could happen. But, yeah, not really any fire types to worry about. Ice types obviously going to be a little bit of a problem. That's why Tentacruel is great on the lead. That's going to do well against ice type Pokemon like the Alolan Ninetales, right? Like the Abomasnow. The reason it's going to do well against those is because, it's fairy, right? And then it's grass as well. Yeah, gonna be great there. And then next up we have Galarian Weezing in the lead, or the shadow version of Galarian Weezing with Lapras and Galiciopod. I think Galiciopod is a great safe swap in this meta. It's a great safe swap generally speaking, but getting ahead on energy is always nice. And then we have Firefang, Firefang Mawile. Gonna pick up a lot of good matchups. So if you get a good matchup, I think with this team you're gonna look well. Gonna be doing well. And then I think we have Quillfish. I think he's pretty good safe swap as well in this meta. I like, Poison Sting, and then Aqua Tail and Ice Beam, I think is a moveset that would be good. You could also go with Sludge Wave, though, if you want to hit the grass types. But Ice Beam hits the grass types, too. I would probably go Ice Beam. And then next up, we have Mantine in the lead with Venusaur and Klefki. Klefki probably going to be the safe swap in this meta, or on this team, I should say. And then next up, we have Empoleon with Metal Claw. And then Credilli, and we also have Galarian Weezing as another team. Credilli, another one that I think could be it's an okay safe swap, just have to watch out for ice types, but at the same time you're also doing super effective damage towards ice Pokemon, so it's really not too bad, and then you also debuff them. And then the final team is going to be Abomasnow. It's ABA Grass, so Abomasnow with Credilli and Mawile, Firefang Mawile. I think Firefang Mawile is actually going to be pretty good. But yeah, let me know what you think of these teams. Let me know what meta you plan on playing. I'm definitely going to be trying out the Spring Cup, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.